But moving on to my number one favorite comedy of all time.
It's gotta be.
No matter what time of day, no matter how many times in a row I watch it, I will watch this movie nonstop, whether it's the explicit version, whether it's the edited version.
The suspense is killing me.
It is Step Brothers.
It's gotta be. That's it, dude. That's it.
No,
I knew it, dude. I knew it.
Is that the one you were talking about?
Yes, it's the most quotable comedy I've ever seen in my life.
Let me tell you, my absolute favorite part of this movie. It's not even a line. It's not even a quote. When they cut to that fool, no. When they cut to that fool and he was laying on the bed in the Chewbacca mask, he's literally just laying there with a Chewbacca mask on. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the 4th episode of Chatterbox. What is going on? Episode 4. Man, there are only 5 episodes of season 1 of the Chatterbox. So we are almost done with season 1. Hopefully the network picks us up for season 2. We shall see. But Chatterbox, we are here, presented by Team Origin, sponsored by TK's Atelier. 10% off your JD the Gamer merch, 25% off your own creation. If you would like to, go ahead and hit them up on Instagram at tks.atelier. The link is right above me. Go ahead and hit them up. Let them know what's up. Drop my name and everything shall be Gucci. Let's give the signal to the fellas to unmute themselves. How we doing tonight, fellas?
Green Bay just scored a field goal kick. I'm not happy.
Yikes.
Too loud? Too much? I am very sorry.
I mean, just a little. What's going on? How you doing, CG?
I'm doing great, man. Now that football season's here. Woo!
Little crap. Still going through puberty. That's fine. Nelly, how you doing, brother?
Hey, I'm so proud of CGI's nuts dropping. Let's go.
So as you guys can see, we are short one individual. Reality is sick right now, could not be here. So unfortunately we are gonna do the 3-headed monster tonight with just me, CG, and Nelly, pimping as usual, but that is okay. You might be sitting in chat right now asking yourself, here on episode 4, what could they possibly be talking about tonight? Remember, for the categories we have games, movie/TV, and sports. So let's go ahead and take a look at the topics for tonight. Tonight's topics in the game category, we got Street Fighter versus Mortal Kombat. Which one is better? That category actually is a little near and dear to my heart, and I cannot wait to jump right into that bad boy. For the movies and TV section, I think this is the first episode of Chatterbox where we're actually going towards the TV section of it. We are going superhero shows. How do you feel about those? So basically, like comic book heroes, they're making a lot of shows nowadays. So what do you think about that? Of course, for the sports category, the NFL starts tonight, baby. It's already going on. The Chicago Bears are getting their butts whooped. I'm just like.
You don't want me to get loud again, G. I'm trying to be at my best. Okay.
No. So we got season starting tonight. So we will be talking about our NFL season predictions. And then, of course, as always, the viewer's choice. Remember, exclamation, question, put a little space, and type your question, and the question will be added into the hat. My boy CGI will keep an eye out on those questions, even though he missed it last week, but we will keep an eye on it. He doesn't like when I put him on blast. So he will be looking into that. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get this started. So as mentioned, the category for games tonight is Street Fighter versus Mortal Kombat. I will go ahead and start this out, okay? So, I'm just gonna go right there and start it right off with a bang. Let you know exactly where I'm coming from. Street Fighter all day on mine. Mortal Kombat, never really was into Mortal Kombat. Now, to back up what I'm saying, I do have some stats that I'm going to throw on the screen right now. So, Street Fighter, according to Business Insider, is the number 3 all-time grossing video game, fighting grossing video game at $10.6 billion. Okay? I can't remember what the number 1 and number 2 was. I could pull it up if you wanted to, but that's pretty impressive, right? Number 3. I think number 1, I think it was like Smash Bros and something else. But moving on. This isn't about that. This is about Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. Then we have gaming sales, okay? So, these are just specifically games themselves. So Street Fighter 2 is the highest grossing fighting game of all time. Street Fighter 2, the highest grossing, okay? Followed by Super Smash Bros, Super Smash Bros, Super Smash Bros. Like, they're doing their thing, right? And then Mortal Kombat 10 comes in at number 5. Okay, so Mortal Kombat, as you can see, is on this list 3 different times. Street Fighter has 2 different games on this top 15. So that's interesting. And then we slide into the entire franchises. So this is all of them grouped together. Street Fighter, this is where it's interesting. Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat actually have the same amount. They actually all have, or both have 45 million. Thank you, Canada, for the host. Appreciate it. So yes, so they're tied in numbers for the whole franchise, which I thought was interesting, but Street Fighter 2 is the number 1 selling fighter game. Yes, sir.
Not to put you on the spot, but when was the date for that?
When was the date?
When were these articles published?
Because I also took some notes, and I have 45 mil for Street Fighter, but 49 mil for Mortal Kombat here.
Let me look it up. Let me look it up.
But yeah.
No, go ahead though. This is your turn. I've already gave my piece. I said Street Fighter all day on mine. I never really was into Mortal Kombat. I didn't. So real quick, like the next 30 seconds. So the reason why I never got into Mortal Kombat, I felt like the fighting style was too stiff. It was very like up or down, up for an uppercut. Like it was very like boxed in, the movement that they were allowed to do. In Street Fighter, it was very free flowing. It was like, it felt like, you know, like someone's actually fighting. Don't get me wrong, Mortal Kombat has some of the sickest, like, killer, like, you're dead moments. Like, finish fatalities. Him. Like, fatalities, there you go. Like, crazy, yeah. Hands down. But that's what they're known for. They're known for their kills, for the finish him moment, right? Okay, go ahead. Take it away.
So I agree with you. Street Fighter is an amazing game. And I think to combat what you said about Street Fighter being more flowing compared to Mortal Kombat's like stiffness, I think it has to do with the fighting styles. Like in Street Fighter, it's actually like real, not like real people, but like they have like an actual fighting style. Whereas, you know, in Mortal Kombat, it's like Scorpion has his little thing, you know, to get over here. Like everyone knows that.
Yeah,
I'm on the Mortal Kombat side. Okay. Everyone knows that Mortal Kombat opening, Mortal Kombat.
Dun, and dun, then, dun, 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 dun. Yeah.
Yep. And to go on the whole series, because I also wrote some stuff down. Everyone knows Street Fighter basically started this whole genre of fighting games.
For the most part, yeah.
Not like the 2D boxing ones, the actual most part. So Street Fighter coming out, they actually made 2 games before Mortal Kombat first game came out. Did you know that? It was 1987 was the first one, and I think 93 or something was the second one. Or no, sorry, 91 was the second one, and Mortal Kombat's first one was 92. But I think as a whole, Mortal Kombat characters are more recognizable than the Street Fighter characters. Only because of their bright colors and their like saying. You know?
I would agree that the sayings are definitely there. I don't know. I don't know about the characters themselves.
Well, I mean, like everyone knows when you see a blue guy dressed up like that, that's Sub-Zero, and the yellow one is Scorpion. Everyone knows that. And then like,
and I'm pretty sure just as easily everybody knows Ryu and Ken and Blanka
and Gale.
I think those two characters are now popular because they're in Smash. Other than that, I don't really know too many people who.
Okay,
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. No, it's okay. It's okay.
All right, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead. Finish your thought. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I respect your. I respect your opinion, G.
I was saying because I don't know too many people who are like, "Oh, Street Fighter is way better." You know what I mean?
Okay.
Well, that's oh, and then the movies.
Uh-huh.
Even though they're both trash, Mortal Kombat movies are way better. And there's 2 of them instead of.
Okay.
Over to you, Nelly.
Nelly, go ahead and take it away.
All right, first and foremost, it's pretty lonely down here. Goddamn, it's pretty lonely
Why
down
is
here.
Nelly down on the bottom, bro?
Okay.
Don't mess with
Let's
it.
go,
Don't
though.
mess with
No, that's
it.
fine. It's
Don't
fine.
mess with you.
That was supposed to be my opening joke. Don't ruin it for me, man. Don't ruin it for me, okay? But yeah, CGI, to counteract what you just said. Okay, like
Oh, there's
I was never a PlayStation man. PlayStation's garbage to me. Go Xbox. But I played Mortal Kombat the first time, Sega. Doink. Exactly. So I will admit, I feel what CJ said. I know Scarlett had her opinion as well, but with what JD said, okay, Jax does this and doesn't move until that's not real free flowing. Now when you have Dawson, he's like he's ready to fight. So I guess in that aspect, I would say those characters are a little more okay. First off, Yoga Flynn. That is more known around the world than come over here. Like I think Mortal Kombat, what they're known for more is whoopsie. That one is more popular in my opinion than any of the like no one sounds like that when they get punched. Why is he making that noise?
No, I do got.
Wait, I'm not done, sir. Thank you.
Yeah,
So, yo, I'm not done. Anyway, CG, I just reached for the camera. But no, and look, and also like I would agree with yeah, I guess. Okay, I won't say the colors are a little bit brighter and the costumes are none of that. Mortal Kombat's a dark, like devilish kind of grim kind of color. It's like more of a muggy kind of dark environment because it's all brutal death matches. But when it comes out to Mortal Kombat, that's legitimate. Hey, we got a tournament in China. Select. And then, you pick your champions, and then you go to a place on Earth, very realistic. Like even when you're at the military base and the people are just having some beers in the background where you see that Jeep driving past you and stuff, like, okay, it gave you a feel of, hey, I could kind of see this place, like the Hawaii scene, the sumo wrestling arena, like all those are way more vivid than the uppercut from Jax that makes you fall down 18 levels to where the train tracks are, and then train tracks, you know what I'm saying? Like the fatalities, 100%. Fatalities are definitely like that joy. But I remember it back when it was Sega. You gotta go forward, back, A-B, forward, and then to punch through the chest and to do the special. Or like when Shiva swallows you and spits out a baby's bones, like, okay, that creepy stuff. Like, yeah, that's when Mortal Kombat was more gruesome, more gory. Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So if you like gore and stuff like that for its time, hell yeah, that was on another planet. Because you saw how bright, and like when we're at the beach in Street Fighter, Guile is wearing his green camo and stuff, and he's just sitting there with his bright blonde hair standing up like
a guy with his little
no. That little tornado he threw at you by just like double hooking. Like like some of the people had in Mortal Kombat like their go-to, like Sub-Zero would throw the ice shield in the sky, it will land on you no matter where, you'll the air. But yeah, like we all know
my
that.
Favorite Mortal Kombat character.
See, who was my favorite? I don't know, because that's hard. That's hard.
Sick.
Kung Lao. Like those kicks, like that sound that he did made me love the game. But like once again, I'm a Sega person, so as it evolved, and PlayStation took over the rights for it, and most of all Midway Games, if I'm not mistaken about that area. So like they started expanding so much more that the video quality got so much better. Mortal Kombat is now like 3D positioning. I could go behind this car, I could slam you into the car. That's cool. It still follows the exact same original premise. Now like Street Fighter, they didn't change nothing but made them 3D. No more 2D shuffling back and forth. Now it's like when Zangief grabs you, he grabs you, baby. Like, you know what I'm saying? when he does the spinning fists, you see the shadow in that back arm get further back. Like they paid attention to the details. So the cell shading and all that stuff, fantastic. Yeah, it's not as dark as Gruesome, but it's like it also still gives you the original arcade feel. Like my favorite person by far, Dawson. Like what about God? Like every time he won, like that dance, baby. No, Thriller, baby. Thriller, baby. Loved it. And like everyone had their thing. Blanca would always do backflips and electrocute you if you got too near him. He was like a pissed off Pikachu, but grown.
It was like his drunk uncle that would bother
hey,
somebody.
stop fighting. Yeah, exactly. And like everyone knows his attack is just a double. Like he was the original table flipper before there ever was a table flipper. You know what I'm saying?
Like so are you on this? Are you Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat?
Street Fighter all day.
All day.
There was more of an arcade feel. There was more of this is a tournament. This is a challenge. And even when you did the gameplay, it's not massing the tower. Fuck the tower, G. Like no, I'm going to China. Whoever's one of the representatives of China. And then you got the fast hand from the sumo wrestler. I'm just like, that was awesome because
there's
it
no way
actually
that
was.
guy's hand moved that fucking fast. Okay, there's no way.
My hand just did what you mean. Imagine
you
if
see
you had
how big he is. There's no way.
Okay, sir. If I had a cheeseburger right here and I was doing this, what you gonna do? Give me that. But it's like what CGI said. It was all pertaining to the character's fight style. You have a boxer, you have a kickboxer, you got a sumo wrestler, you got a wrestler from Russia. Like yes, everybody else has like a secret power or a blade hat. Like, okay, Mortal Kombat, they had to like pull strings a little bit just to like complete a character's skill ups, whereas everybody else had their standard in Street Fighter. I love Street Fighter.
Yeah, I think I made my point pretty clear. Street Fighter all day. Sounds like Nelly Street Fighter, and it sounds like CGI is Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat for me. I don't know. It's just the blood and stuff.
You like the gore, G, but remember, you're Aries, G. You love warfare, so that's your thing.
Well, I mean, everything that the company puts out is amazing game, anyways. So it's like all their stuff is great.
Okay, I will agree with that. Yeah, it's a good company, great company, good games. I'm agreeing. That's not being sarcastic. JD's laughing for reason.
Good games. Okay.
little pound in the butt. Good game.
That's cool. I feel it. Okay, so looks like Street Fighter wins. Moving on to the next.
It was 50-50.
Well, there's three of us, so it can't be 50-50.
No, so. I thought you were talking about the chat. My bad.
No, chat is 50-50 right now, but yes, Street Fighter wins.
No,
okay, moving on. Moving on to the movies and TV section of the show. Before anybody says anything, before we move on, I will slide Nelly up so I don't have to hear anything.
I didn't say.
So, movies, TV. We're
what up, Nelly?
What? Okay. So, how CG? I'm actually gonna let you get started in this category if you don't mind. How do you feel about all of these superhero shows popping up all over the place? What is your opinion?
I love them.
Why?
What's not to love about getting more on-screen time with your favorite superheroes? I mean,
are they your favorite?
You got my boy right up there, bro. Yeah.
Why do you like Arrow?
Oh, because he's
trash.
Awesome.
He's a human. Trash. He's a fucking human.
Anyways, so hold on, no. Just going back to it. It's just you get more screen time with your favorite heroes. You don't have to watch Arrow if you don't like Arrow. Go watch The Flash. It's a great show. All of them, you get to be more in not contact, but you get to see them. You get to know more about their backstory. Almost all of them are actually the origin story, anyways. So yeah, it gets slow in the very beginning, the first 2 episodes, but it's just like, dude, it's amazing how you could see, and then including all the other enemies that you get from watching a series for 8 seasons, like Arrow. You get to see how all of his enemies were. And, you know, in a movie, you can't get that. In a movie, when, let's say, you get Superman, you get Lex Luthor, but you can't get everyone else. In the show, you get all of them. Not at the same time, but every now and again, they do like a crossover. It's really great opportunity.
Okay, so let me ask you this then. If you like... For the ones that have movies already, do you think it would be better if they brought those, like the people that play them in the movies down to play them in the show? Or do you like the fact that they have, you know, these no-name actors for the most part, not all the time. Some of them, sometimes they get some named people, but some no-names playing the characters, and then 2 weeks later there's a movie coming out and it's a completely different person playing the character.
I want it the opposite way. I would like the guys playing the TV show character to go ahead and play the character in the movie. If they do it right, like, you know, so between all comics, you know, whether it be DC Universe or Marvel Comics, there's multi or multi-universe, depending on which one it is. So I understand a lot, like personally, since I'm big into comics, a lot of other people wouldn't. But I think that they should, if the character is being portrayed on TV and to come out with a big movie for it, I think they should allow that character to play his guy, unless it's a totally different story. But these even the no-name characters, they put these characters to a face. You know, we've been watching them for about 10 years. You know, it's not. I like it.
Okay, Nelly, what's your take? Do you watch superhero shows? Do you like them?
The only thing I'll ever watch is Smallville because it's Superman. But yeah, I used to even own like, you know. It's really not. It's
it's more like Clark.
I mean, he still has the powers. Yeah, you get the human side pretty much because everyone, like, at least nowadays, I would say after the new Superman movies have come out, it's pretty much he's a fucking alien. We know he's an alien. Okay, but to think about it, I don't need to be here to save everybody, but this is what I call home. So I'm here to save everybody. Like Batman saves one city, I do the world. Get on my level. But anyways, yes, exactly.
So let me ask you this then, real quick, before you continue. Let me ask you this: since you say Smallville, do you like Krypton? Have you seen it?
No.
Do you know? Have you even heard of it? Because you're looking like you never even heard of it.
No, I've heard of the TV show, but Krypton imploded. Okay, there is no more Krypton. Okay,
but
I don't want to revisit.
Do you know the
past.
premise? Oh, okay. So yeah, so basically,
I understand it, but it was just like
it's like his great grandpa or something like that,
yeah,
or his uncle
in
or
his
something.
youth. Yeah, no, it was his grandfather.
It's Krypton before Superman came along. So someone from the future comes back and tells him that, you know, your nephew or whatever is going to be Superman, the greatest superhero of all time. You need to make sure he survive. He's able to live. Basically,
I never heard about. I think that's awesome. You get to learn more of his people. Like take Gotham for example. It's not about Batman, but it is Batman. You know, it's all about the people before he grew up and became Batman. You get to learn more about the city and everything and why. So
okay.
If I want to know about the history, I'll read the comics.
Okay, so I'll be honest with you. I only heard about 30% of what you just said.
I said if I want to know the history, I would read the comics. Like I like comic books. Like I'm not a big reader. A lot of people who are here and actually know who I am, I don't like to read. English is hard for me. Comic books and like those kind of books, that's what drew me because I'm reading what I like, and I was reading about my favorite superhero, Superman. But like TV shows, I feel like the world is getting dumber by the minute already. We don't need more time on a TV screen. I'd put it in a book. I'll read the book. Let's go. Like, but on a side tangent, because that's more about literature over electronics. But yeah, like no, I don't care for like Green Arrow. I don't give a shit. Black Lightning, who the fuck is that? Supergirl, don't care. Flash, go to hell. Like I'm a Superman fan, so if it's something Superman, I will indulge it a little bit. But like even Smallville, like Clark's high school sweetheart, I don't give a damn about that. Like no, like Like, I don't want to know about their personal life. Like, no, I have an idea of what out of mystery.
Okay.
But like the TV shows, I guess. And another thing, because I believe they were given like 100% like free reign to add things and change certain things up and blah blah blah. Like, if it's not the original story, I don't give a care. I don't care at all. If it's not in the original 100 first 100 comic books of Superman, I don't want to see it on nothing. I don't want to see it on no TV screen. I don't want to see it on no magazine. I don't want to see the hype around
Welcome to the haunts.
No, if it's not the original story, keep it out of my face.
Okay, so it sounds like CGI is all for it. Nelly is not. Myself, thank you for the follow, McClaws. So I'm gonna say this. I'm a huge comic book fan. Like I've said before in previous episodes, we have about $40,000 worth of comics in our garage. Like I've been collecting my whole life. My dad collected his whole life. I'm a big superhero villain fan. The shows, however, I'm not a huge fan of the shows, and there's a couple reasons. Number one, I feel like for the most part, in general, I'm sure there are certain shows that are better than others, but in general, I'm not a big fan of the acting. I feel like the acting is very B-class. It's very like B-movie, sci-fi, like midnight-ish. It's just coming on randomly. Like I feel like the writing isn't that great. Like the story is there. Like Nelly kind of alluding to what Nelly said. You guys already have the blueprint. You have the story. If you want to veer off a little bit, that's fine. But I feel like they try so hard to make it their own that it takes away from what the story actually is. I will say that I did watch, me and Tiff watched Supergirl because of Superman. I was interested, right? It's Supergirl. So I was like, all right, let's give it a shot. We watched it for like the first 3 seasons, I think. And they even had Superman enter Supergirl. Like in the beginning, it was just like his silhouette. Like she crashed, she looked up, it was the silhouette. Because, you know, he came to Earth first, but she was trapped. So when she got there, when they both left Krypton, he was a baby, but he crashed. She stayed up there where she didn't age. So when she landed, she was still a teenager. He was grown already in Superman. So in the show, the way it played out was she crashed. She's like disoriented. She opens her eyes and there's a silhouette of Superman standing there to help her up. And then he flies away. You don't see who it is. Well, in like season 2 or 3, I can't remember which one because it's been a while, they actually had an actor come in and there was actually like episodes and episodes and episodes where Superman and Supergirl were taking over together. And those were the biggest rated episodes of Supergirl because now Superman's in the building. Like, okay. So, but we fell out of that because it was like, okay, it's getting old. Superman comes, it's the same stuff. And then the acting just never felt like punch, you know what I mean? So I'm kind of like a 75% no, 25% yes. I'm cool with the idea of superheroes. I love them, but I just don't like the delivery. Now, in terms of the question I gave you, would you like them to act in the movies? I'm the opposite of you, CG. I would like the actors from the movies to come down and act in the show. Now, I know they wouldn't do that because that's a huge pay cut and that's a huge like inconvenience and everything. I understand that. But now, oh, okay, go ahead, Nelly. I'll get back to my point. Go ahead.
No, like one thing I will say when it comes to the idea of superhero movies, don't take something that's already set in stone. Don't do that. Like when they did the 4400 and all that other girl who couldn't die, she tried like 1,000 times. What was that show? Powers? I don't know what the fuck it was. It was like maybe a decade ago, maybe like 5-7 years ago. But
okay.
Like, yeah, okay, people who just have natural ability. This girl shot herself in. She jumped off cliffs. She couldn't die. I just can't die. Like, okay, cool. You have a natural superpower. That's the episode is going around those significant people. Like, okay, yeah, you made your own kind of storylines for people. Good. That's your superheroes. If something's set in stone, Batman and Robin, Green Lantern, The Flash. If something's set, don't fuck with it. Keep it the original way. If you want to make the art or the display a different version, like if you look at the comic book of Spawn versus the animated series super dark. Like you barely saw Spawn's eyes. Yeah, they made it more dark and gruesome and kind of creepy. Cool, I like that, but they kept it 1,000% original. Everything to the comic book. If you would do that with everything else, beautiful. I'm down for it. But if you wanna, I feel like he should do this, then I feel you should make your own superhero and make a show about that superhero. That's all.
Yes.
To combat what you said, Nelly, I mean, I think you're 100% correct. Do not ruin something that's already set in stone. However, there is other Superman in other Earth.
Oh no, I'm familiar.
For instance, Supergirl is based on Earth 3, whereas Arrow and Flash are based in Earth 1. You have to cross over to the Earth to get to there. So it's just like, you know, what they're talking about, like doing another Superman soon from Earth 23, where they're gonna have.
Is that the motorcycle Superman?
No, that's gonna be the black Superman.
No, see, I would prefer them to do like Earth 7 Super Steel.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yes.
So yeah. See, you understand. A lot of people. I know that you and JD understand. A lot of people in chat might not understand. Yes, there are.
I love you, Scarlett.
Other versions of these superheroes that are actually a thing, and they're not making it up. But what you said, JD, only watching the first 3 seasons and then get bored off of it. I feel like it's we're good, we're okay. Someone just effed us up. Oh my God, we might die. Oh look, we won. And that's the same thing every season, just a different. The Flash season 1 was awesome. It's been years, but you know who the bad guy is. And then the next season, it's just another speedster. So it's just like, It's the same thing. Hey, this guy's faster than me? I thought I was the fastest. Next season, I finally beat this guy. Oh my God. Hey, you're a good guy now? Awesome. Dude, this guy's faster than me. He's beating me up. Same thing with Arrow, so it's just when it gets too long.
Repetition gets old.
Yeah. When it gets too long, it's just like you understand that, hey, this is going to be the way. It's never going to be like, damn. The last episode is always going to be like a redemption one or the next first episode in the other one. So, yeah, I understand where you guys are coming from, but I still think being in the heads is awesome.
Okay, but the way I would say it, not every show can be Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z can do it 1,000 times over, and it's still going to be awesome because we grew up with it. But like,
let's not veer off of Dragon Ball Z. That's a whole can of worms.
That's one of them. Because I have so many negatives to say about it.
Oh, then you better not talk.
Anyway.
You better not talk. That is not a single serving, sir. That is not a single serving.
We'll talk about that next week.
The problem with the Flash is that he's not the fastest because Superman is faster. Okay.
No, Superman's not faster. They've raced before. They've raced before.
You can say whatever you want, bruh.
7 to 5. 7 to 5.
Whatever you
want.
But
hold on. But you know who's faster?
Check the Justice League movie, bro. Superman blew by him. He looked at him and was like, "What's up?"
Hey, you know who's faster than both of those guys combined?
Sonic the Hedgehog?
No, Shazam.
Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. We've been on this topic for a minute. Moving on to the third category. Here we go. We are in sports. And here are our NFL predictions. Nelly, you didn't actually send me a prediction, but I'm guessing you have the Bears winning the Super Bowl?
Every year. I don't care who they got. I don't care what they doing. Bears, baby.
The Bears.
Okay.
Loyal to the end.
Hold on. Where did I put Bears? Hold on.
No, I don't care where you put Bears. See, no one asked. G, keep that to yourself. Puddin'.
All right, CG. So we'll go ahead and throw yours up on the screen now. So why don't you explain where you're coming from each division, and then explain your Super Bowl pick. Go ahead.
Hold on. Oh, there they are.
Chicago all day. Chicago.
My bad, Nelly.
It's okay. Nobody asked. That's cool. The question is, who do you have?
JD.
He didn't ask where do you have the Bears. He asked you who's your pick.
That's true.
He actually did ask where my Bears are. Look.
No.
All right. So let me go through AFC's first. I got the Bills winning their division. This is gonna be the last year. I'm already stating this right now, guys. This is gonna be the end of the Patriots dynasty. Done deal. So I got the Bills actually winning it.
Okay.
On the West side, I got the Chiefs winning, of course. Then for the North, I got the Browns, and I think the Browns and the Steelers are going to be like neck and neck. And then in the South, I got the Jaguars only because I'm a little biased. And that whole thing sucks. But anyways, I got the Chiefs beating out anyone to get to the Super Bowl. I think they're just going to be so dominant this year. A lot of people saying it was a fluke what happened last year with Patrick Mahomes, but I think he's going to be able to carry them all the way. Now for the NFC, of course on the East I put my Eagles, but hear me out. I am not going to lie. I think the Cowboys are going to be neck and neck. But I believe that the Eagles will get first round bye. And if they do, if the Eagles get first round bye, we're golden. And that's why I put them as my Super Bowl. However, if they don't get first round bye, I think the Cowboys will be able to beat out and get to the Super Bowl. I think it's a make or break year for them. Anyways, over to the West, I had the Seahawks. I put the Cardinals last, even though I think Kyler Murray is going to be able to do some. I think it's going to be a tight division there. The North Packers. Who's in that division? No one. In the South, I got the Saints beating out. Now the Saints are going to go almost all the way, and hopefully, if they don't get cheated again, they could possibly beat us out to get into the Super Bowl.
Oh no!
Hold by throwing? What happened there?
Yeah. he dropped something there. But I do have Chiefs and Eagles going to Super Bowl, and I have Eagles winning out 22-35 plus or minus 5.
Fuck Bird
Eagles
gang.
winning?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have Eagles winning Super Bowl 22-35 plus or minus 5. Said it right here.
Okay.
Fuck Bird gang.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna move on to mine. So I definitely think the Patriots are taking their division again. I do, however, agree with you saying that this is going to be the last year of their pure dominance over that division. But I do think that they have one last hoorah in the chamber, one last bang before they're out, and the Dolphins bringing up the rear. I have the Chiefs winning that division. Unfortunately, the Raiders are actually my second favorite team, but I just think there's too much dysfunction going on right now for them to keep their head above water.
Yeah.
I also agree with you that the Browns are gonna. Wait, you said the Browns, right?
I did say the Browns.
Okay, I do
division.
think that the Browns are going to take that division. They are stacked on paper. Now, whether or not they can pull it all together, I don't know. But I'm gonna bet on them, and I think Ben Roethlisberger is at the end of his career. I think this is the end for him as well.
Bye, Burger.
I believe he led the league last year in interceptions, if I'm not mistaken.
The terrible towel was wiping the tears off the faces of fans.
It was pretty bad. So, and the Bengals are just a complete wreck.
The Bengals.
Yeah, I got the Texans winning their division. I think Deshaun Watson is gonna have a very good year this year. With the Jags coming up right behind him, I honestly would not doubt if the Jags made the playoffs. I think they're really good, but I'm still not sold on Nick Foles. I think Nick Foles is an amazing take the Eagles to the Super Bowl and win it quarterback, but I don't know if he's run the whole season quarterback.
I do agree with you. On that one.
In my division, I believe the Cowboys are going to win. Also, the same as the Jags, I believe that the Eagles are going to go to the playoffs. I think it's going to be the Cowboys and the Eagles. I don't know. On any given day, you could flip-flop those, but I will say, yes, I'm a Cowboys fan, but on paper, I think that this is their year. If they don't do it this year, it might be a wrap for them in terms of window. Even though, and it's weird, even though they're all young players, all the money's is going to continue to go up, and you're going to eventually not be able to pay everybody. Mm-hmm. So I think the Cowboys need to win this year. In the West, the Rams, hands down, I think run away with this division. Seahawks and Niners, I think, battle it out for the second place, and Cardinals just suck. In the North, the Packers and Vikings, I think, are going to battle it out, with the Bears battling it out for last place with the Lions. But I do currently have the Bears in third.
Same.
And for the South, I have the Falcons winning. I am not as high as on the Saints as you are. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. I think this is going to be the end for them as well. And then the Panthers and Bucks just suck.
Well, do you think this is a
I'm sorry, the
season?
Panthers don't suck. They're just, I don't know about Cam right now.
I think Cam is like over himself. But
and I think he's overrated. But go ahead.
Do you think it's going to be Drew Brees' last year?
I don't think it's going to be his last year in the league. I think last year was his last statistical dominance over the league. I think he's going to struggle really bad this year, and then he's going to come back one more season and still struggle. But in the Super Bowl, I also have the Chiefs representing the AFC. I think it's going to be down to the Chiefs and Patriots. I do think the Patriots are going to, like I said, make another run, but the Chiefs are just too young and too explosive on the offensive end. And then I think they're going to face the Cowboys in the Super Bowl, barring any crazy injuries. I think the Cowboys are poised to win. They finally have probably a top 5 defense. And with re-signing Zeke, they probably have a top 10 offense. Now, I don't know about the special teams, but I think we're poised, and I think the Cowboys, I'm not going to put that jinx on it. I'm going to say the Chiefs 23-22.
Damn. I like it.
So, there it is. Nelly, what do you think about all this? What do you think about me and CG saying the Bears suck?
We didn't say that. Those words never came out of my mouth, sir. So, I don't know what he's saying. I just said there's no one else in that division that's going to take it out of the Aaron Rodgers, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, what we seem to have here is, flavors of the month that we're just going to be testing out now. Of course, during preseason, you're testing out the scrubs real quick to make sure they're going to be ready for the real season. So we've been seeing preseason shit, but can the guys still get down with the get down? Like, for me, football's a sport that last year's stats don't mean shit. What can you do now? That was last year. What can you do now?
Hey,
Nelly, Cowboys... The Cowgirls, I mean, give them some pom-poms to let them stand on the sideline of a real team, but
well, that's clearly not the Bears. So who are you talking about?
Oh no, only but the Bears. We only have one competition.
I have a question for you, Nelly. Because before the stream started, you said that Trubisky was balling out in the first 15 minutes.
Yes, because at the moment in which we were talking, I'm giving you a fact. Can I give you a fact real quick? At the moment in which we were speaking, Trubisky had 45, one extra completed pass compared to
no touchdowns, 1 pick. I'm just interested in knowing your I just want to know your side of only completing like 50% of your passes and throwing 1 pick, no touchdown. The floor.
And if you look at the opposing team, they did the exact same thing except for with a touchdown. Cool. But at that moment in which I gave you that set, when I gave you that statement, legitimately, Aaron Rodgers had 1 more completed pass, but Trubisky had an extra 20 yards on his ass. So I'm throwing less, but I'm getting further. So as a quarterback, his stats was better than Aaron Rodgers until the touchdown.
Were they winning at the time? That's a serious
No, it was 7-3 because people made a touchdown and the Bears made a kick. Right now, right before as we started Chatterbox, Green Bay scored a field goal kick, and then we got the possession, 4th quarter, last 4 minutes, 55 seconds.
So would you prefer 20 extra yards or more points? I'm just wondering.
Statistically, I want the yardage. He does less passes and makes it further down the field. That's great. Now, once you let go of the ball, it's the receiver's job to get it all the way down to the end zone. So I can't put that on the quarterback. You got to catch it. You touch it, you can catch it. And now, if you caught it, how far are you going to get with it? So I can't put all of that onto the quarterback. Cowboys all the way. Lex, you're killing me right now. But it's okay. Lex is Superman's ultimate enemy. So anyways, I love you, bro. Cowgirls.
All the way, baby. Let's go.
I live in Texas, and I shit on these people's hopes and dreams every minute of the day when I get a chance. I wear Chicago things all day, every day. So when they look at me, is that a Bears hat? Yeah.
No,
Not a Cowboys fan? I don't like cheerleaders.
Fine. That's fine, bro. I was just wondering about.
I know. We're just having a good banter, sir.
I was
Is there
just
something?
just wondering about True Crapski. What's his name? True Crapski. Oh, it's Trubisky. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Let Zeke grab another lady's titty and get arrested again. Let's. Facts. You remember that, huh? You remember that? That boy was like,
hold on.
Hey, like, what are you doing?
Okay. Yes. Last thing, CGI. Go ahead. Before we move on.
Before we move on,
you're from Burleson, sir.
I wanted to do an honorary mention of the different sports since we're still in the sports category. Is that okay? I'm a huge racing fan. F1. Last week, unfortunately, there was a huge crash and there was an accident and someone passed away. So if we all give our love and respect to Anthony Hugh, he actually died in a Formula 2 crash.
Damn. Say that last thing you just said because your no audio came through.
He died in a Formula 2 crash, which is one step below. He was only 22 at the time. He had just won the GP3 race and won a race previous to that weekend. And unfortunately, he had a bad accident. He
wow.
Last week.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Rip, definitely rest in peace.
And much love and respect to the family. I know they're going through a lot.
At least he passed doing the thing he loved to do, right?
Exactly. That's.
Did he leave like any like small kids behind or anything?
I don't believe so, since he was so young. But he had a great career going, and he had a good spot for a Formula One team next year. But unfortunately, we'll never see his great unfold in the Formula.
Wow. All right. Well, not quite sure how to like go into
segue into something else. Yeah.
So, but thank you for bringing that up. Alex also says woman trying to beat world speed record died too.
Oh, so, that was actually the one of the co-hosts from Mythbusters. Remember when the original chick got pregnant and they brought in, I forgot what her name was, but she was actually a behind the scenes person, and yeah, she died trying to break the world speed record, world land speed record on a jet powered motor. Sorry.
Yikes. All right, well, let's go ahead and move on to the last category, the viewer's choice, viewer's questions. CGI, what kind of questions were there tonight, sir? If any.
So
I know Scarlett.
I only saw the one from Scarlett.
So that's 3 weeks in a row we're pulling Scarlett's question.
Scarlett, you're on fire.
You're on fire. Scarlett loves these things, by the way. She said that. Nice, she said, "What's your current obsession that you just cannot pass down or stop?" In parentheses, game, book, show, activity, etc.
Say that one more time, CG. It's kind of cutting in and out.
Hello? Good.
Well,
hello? Can you hear me?
So I don't know if something's wrong with your Discord, CG, but your audio and your voice and your speaking is off as well, and it's been off for like the last 30 minutes. But
that's weird. I'm so sorry. It says, "What is your current obsession that you just cannot put down or stop?" In parentheses, it's game, book, show, activity, or.
I like it.
I'll go ahead and going out there. I will say that currently my obsession is going to be Summoner's War. I was honestly starting to fall out of Summoner's War. I was starting to play Elune way more than Summoner's War. Although Summoner's War was still getting probably a couple hours a day, it was not anywhere near what it was. Ever since SWC America's Cup down in Manhattan Beach with my boy Nelly the Guy.
Ow!
I have rekindled my love for Summoner's War. I have been playing probably 15 hours a day. constantly farming, constantly grinding. And I cannot put it down right now, even though it is down right now. I'm not even farming while we're doing this because I am focused on the chatterbox. But that is currently my obsession.
Real quick, a side question. What is your goal in Summoner's War from Lex?
My goal is to be on stage.
That's a goal right there, baby. That's a goal.
Whether it be for competition or if it's commentating or if it's hosting, whatever the case may be, I feel like I have the knowledge for Summoner's War, and I feel like I definitely, if I shave, have the look.
Hey, yo, who you coming after?
I'm not mentioning any name. I'm coming after you, Thompson. What's up?
Whoa.
I like it. I like it. Intense. I like it. CG, what about yourself?
Two things. First one is
Pizza?
Mario Maker.
Oh
no, man.
No, Mario Maker, man. He's obsessed.
I every time I play it after we're in the middle of Apex, between games, middle of hunt between games, middle of anything between anything, I'm picking that up and playing. And I just rekindled my love for Call of Duty World War II. I accidentally downloaded it. I was so bored that I need a place. So I downloaded it. I forgot I actually purchased the season pass and I never really played it. And I jumped on there. It's just like, dude, I love the World War II scenes. That game just sparks out. So I've been playing that literally whenever you're not on, and on that weekend that you guys are gone. I was, damn, I got no one to play with. So I downloaded it. I was like, dude, now I just want to play that game all the time.
nice. That's cool. That's
Nelly?
cool. Nelly,
Nelly,
what
hit
about
us
you?
with the facts.
See, no, because for me, it's a bunch of stuff, really. Because as you guys know, I don't really sleep. My mind keeps wandering, so I do a lot of things. Like I play disc golf. I play disc golf quite often. I'm just gonna say it like that. I play disc golf quite often. I find it to be a little bit more fun than ball golf. I can't even lie.
What about mini golf?
Or mini golf, yeah. Disc golf, pogs. Yes, Lex. If you
Disc
said
golf.
you grew up in Texas, then disc golf is a big thing down here. So it's awesome, and there is a great community for it. But if you're talking about games, video games, books, and things that you can do on a day to day without having to travel or anything, I would have to say, my phone never turns off. I walk around with 2 extra battery packs because all I do is I play Summoner's War. If you contact me, go on to Summoner's War and see if I'm live, or go to channel 773 and try to type something. You'll get a response from me. And in the same instance as JD, I like the competitive aspect of it. I haven't really done that aspect of RTA like that before. I usually love the grind and the summoning. I'm addicted to summoning. I can't help it. Seeing lightning gives me a thrill. Like most thrill seekers and stuff. That's my thing, lightning. But as I'm learning how to actually play the game by experts like JD, Childish, Island Grown, and other people who demonstrate the game. Oh no, that competitive aspect. Oh, you could be 1 speed faster than me, and that changes the whole team comp. That changes the whole composition of the fight. Turn-based is very new because we all grew up with Mortal Kombat, those kind of Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter. No, but I'm trying to think of other games. If you had X-Men diving and jumping and knocking things over, those are all live action. There ain't no turn-based. This one is take your time. I'm going first. I don't have the patience for that, and I'm learning it now. And that's how you start building strategies. I was a very impatient soul, and this is one thing that this game is teaching me. So because of all the different aspects of the game that I like, I used to play League of Legends all day, every day for the last 8 years straight. Because of Summoner's War, I completely stopped League of Legends altogether. The only game I play in the last 2 years at all, touching a controller or anything, has been Summoner's War, and I love it.
I will say, I felt very, very blessed and humbled when I saw Nelly's tweet the other day talking about how he felt awesome meeting influencers like Island, Childish, and he's mentioned all these big time streamers, and he said JD, and I was like, I'm with them. Holy crap! It was very humbling. It was tight. It felt good.
Hey, I can't lie. Compared to a lot of people in that specific game, a lot of people don't know about it because, not a lot of people like mobile games and stuff. But for me, for a job that I was 12 hours in front for the first responders for like your car accidents, semi-truck accidents, jackknifing and all that, I had to sit in the desk for 12 hours. That was a great game to kill some time. And like, the graphics and the colors, it kept you captivated. You were into it. But I didn't know nothing about the game. And for the whole first year, I was butchering the game. Like, I should have uninstalled like week 3. It was because of streams like Sabs, JD the Gamer. Sabs, much love to Sabs as well. But like JD the Gamer, exactly. One up right there. Everybody, level up, baby. Let's go. But like JD the Gamer. And then slowly moving into, because I'm night owl, I don't really sleep. I was watching 2 a.m. productions from Shredded Puzzle until 4 a.m. because at 4 a.m. that's Hawaii's 10 p.m., which is Island Grown's nighttime stream. So then by the time Island Grown's nighttime stream ended, Claytano's stream at 6 in the morning started. I literally had a 24-hour period where I could just watch Summoner's War and learn so much because of these influencers. And it was just like, peace and blessings. Yo, I got teachers that they don't even know they're my teachers. So to have the opportunity to acknowledge them first off, but also to see them, like Silver Claim. I've been in her streams a bunch of times. I'm quiet as a mouse, but I'm listening.
Me and Silver Claim beefing, bro. We beefing.
Well,
why?
Because at SWC, I went up to her and asked her for a picture, and she was in the middle of taking a picture with someone else, and right before she clicked it, I photobombed it, and she looked back at me and laughed, and then walked away, and I was like, my picture. Okay. Okay, bye. So I went on her stream and I told her about it. And she was like, "Oh, I thought you." You know what? You're right. I did forget to give you. I was like, "Yeah, you jerk. We beefing."
Hey, but the way I see it, like it's 1 for 1. You gonna photobomb my picture? You're gonna photobomb my.
Yeah, you gotta find that picture somewhere.
There's your picture, buddy. Yeah. Walking away like a boss, like a boss.
You gotta find that, bro.
Alex is saying that apparently someone has proof that Thompson was botting in R5 and that Silent threw the match against Thompson.
Allegedly, in parentheses.
Allegedly. That would be crazy. No.
Controversial.
The guy who won SWC.
Oh, it's all rigged.
It's all rigged, bro. All rigged.
Yeah.
If JD and Nelly are not in there, it's rigged.
Yes.
I respect that, but I'd get eliminated before I got on the plane, G. Before I even got on the plane, I would have got spanked. Thunderclapped, baby.
Alex said that they addressed it on Com2Us's stream, and Com2Us asked for proof, so they're submitting proof to the team. Yikes!
How can you even bot in that game? Isn't it auto?
Well,
play?
if you have it on a computer-based Android program
emulator,
like an Android emulator, and you download Summoners War on that emulator, you can set up a macros to have it auto.
So,
and they don't like that. That's cheating.
Wasn't he there? Wasn't he there?
Well, no, he wasn't doing this at the event.
Oh, he was doing it to get to the event.
R5ing is what me and Nelly do when we're playing. When me and you are playing,
it's a different type of farming. You get a different things than runes. You get gems.
Sorry, guys, I don't know anything about Summoners War. Sorry.
So anyway, we're getting off topic. So yes. Those are the items for the viewer's choice question from Scarlett. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, don't be shy, man. Ask us a question so that we can have multiple questions to choose from. Maybe we can even get to all of them. Just let us know, ! In next week's episode, and we'll get to it. But that is all for episode 4. We are out of time. We have hit our network time limit before they shut us off. Remember, there are only 5 episodes of season 1. So hopefully the network, if you guys put up enough roar and get a petition going, maybe they'll pick us up for season 2. Reality, like I said earlier in the stream, was not able to make it tonight, but I'm sure he will be back for next week. Hopefully that's the plan. But any last words, fellas?
I'm waiting for CGI.
Remember to always game on another level, because that's what we do here.
Nelly?
Yo, thank you everybody for showing up. Thank you for showing some love, asking your question, and Digimon all day. We'll catch you on the top soon.
God. Okay, so we've lost CG.
Hey,
Right,
I just wanted to also say, the 15th Pokemon comes out. So that's a Superman, not a Digimon.
On the Bears hat,
Oh yeah, because they need all the help they could get.
So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming through. Remember, it is September. Go ahead and sub to your favorite streamer for half the price. This has been a Team Origin Chatterbox event. And remember, this Chatterbox is sponsored by TK's Atelier. 10% off JD the Gamer merch, 25% off your own creation of merch. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you guys enjoyed episode 4. We'll be online on YouTube. If you've missed any of the episodes, you can go to my YouTube channel, JD the Gamer on YouTube, and you can watch all of them. But yeah, we love you guys. Thank you for coming. We will see you guys next week on episode 5 of the Chatterbox. I'm JD the Gamer. That's Nelly the God, and that's CGI_MPC. Peace.